Hollywood director Rob Reiner is dead at the age of 78. Reiner and his wife Michelle were found dead inside their home in LA's Brentwood neighborhood Sunday, the apparent victims of a stabbing. Authorities have yet to confirm several reports that detectives are questioning a family member in connection with the deaths. Celebrities including Billy Crystal and Larry David were seen showing up at the Reiner home last evening after the deaths were reported. Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese is saying the shooting at a Jewish event in Australia, marking the start of Hanukkah, was an act of pure evil. At least 16 people were killed, 40 others remain hospitalized after gunmen opened fire on a crowd at Bondi Beach in Sydney. Officials say the shooters were father and son. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is blaming the Australian government for encouraging anti-Semitism. Police in Providence, Rhode Island are back to looking for whoever carried out Saturday's mass shooting at Brown University that killed 2 students and injured 9 people. This after an initial person of interest was released from custody. Talks aimed at ending the war in Ukraine are continuing today in Berlin. William Denslow has more.
U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff said that a lot of progress was made with Ukrainian officials during talks on Sunday. Kyiv's representatives are believed to be considering the latest iteration of a peace proposal.
European Union foreign ministers are now meeting in Brussels to discuss how to further support Ukraine.
Foreign Affairs Chief Kai Kallas calls it a make-or-break week, with all eyes on whether consensus can be reached on whether to provide Kyiv with funds from over $200 billion worth of frozen Russian assets.
As part of a compromise, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky now suggests his country would be willing to give up its aspirations of joining NATO in exchange for security guarantees. Scott Carr, NBC News Radio.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street in Woonsocket. This is WOON AM and FM.
WOON Woonsocket.
Good morning and welcome to Coffee Ann, the longest-running panel discussion show in American radio. To make a comment or ask a question of the panel, call 401-766-1240 or email coffee@woonsocketradio.com. And now, let's join the Coffee Ann panel.
Yes, let's do that. It is Coffee Ann for a Monday morning. It is Monday, December the 15th. Thanks for joining us. I'm Joe Callahan. Nice to have you along with us on a very chilly Monday morning. What are we at, 13 degrees? 14 degrees. There we go. Now it feels better. Dave Richards is with me as well here at the studio. Hi, Dave.
What do you know? Hi there, Joe.
And we expect Melissa Marty to join us a little later on. Leslie Page from the Woonsocket Harris Public Library will join us as well.
Probability.
And we also are hoping, get our fingers crossed, that Woonsocket City Council President Dan Gendron will join us via the phone to talk about tonight's Woonsocket City Council agenda, we will have the meeting for you live at 7 from Harris Hall right here on ON Radio. So while we await Dan Gendron's call in just a few moments here, there's so much to go over today. So much happened over the last couple of days. I don't want to dive into stuff that's too deep right now because we wait for Dan. So we'll start off with. Well, the Patriots really laid an egg yesterday, so looked good in the first half. Defense decided not to show up in the second half. They were just completely bamboozled in the second half, and the Bills just ran right over them for the entire second half. So when you score 31 points, Dave, you really should win the game in football, just in my opinion. But
well, not if you let the other team score 32 or more.
That's right. So that's the wrong thing to do. So.
I thought it was a terribly lopsided first half of the football game. And I didn't see the second half.
Well, it was completely the opposite.
I saw just a first couple of minutes in the third quarter, and after that I couldn't watch anymore because I had other responsibilities. But yeah, come on. I mean, they're only human beings, and this is been going on with the Bruins forever. Okay,
Patriots.
Score a couple. No, the Bruins.
Well, we're not talking Bruins.
Yeah, score a couple of goals, then watch the rest of the game. It's just a psychological problem.
Well, look, we were up. The Patriots were up 21-7 at the half, and then if you take just the halftime scores, the Bills won 21-10. It was completely
Yeah.
Completely flipped. But things are like that are going to happen, and I understand it. You can't get too upset about it. We're still in first place. Patriots are still in first place. They're
Right.
11-3.
Right.
Okay. Now the Bills are 10-4. Okay. But we move on, and the Ravens are next this coming Sunday at home. Or is that on the road? I'd have to double check that. Anyway, the Ravens are up next, and
I think we're at home for the next two games, and then we're away on the last game.
And then we're nope.
Okay.
No, I know we're home on the last day.
Okay.
But anyway,
then it's the other way around, maybe.
It could be the other way around. So there
don't
we go.
mistake me for somebody who cares, Joe.
Things you just don't. It just doesn't stick in the front of your mind.
when you go in like that and you catch your opponent off guard and tripping over their own shoelaces and not being themselves, and you have all this jubilation. You go in and you start feeling really good about yourself at halftime. You come back out, and if the other team has said, okay, they're doing this, we'll do this. They're doing this, we'll do this. And they come out with a head of steam and start knocking you over, then it's tough to get your steam back up again. It really, really is. So it's a human thing, Joe.
Yeah.
We get that. And they're only human beings. This is one thing. Okay. I know what you're going to say because it's happened before. Dave, you don't know nothing. You never played football. I know people. And I understand when you're going into adversity and your opponent appears well-heeled and certainly ready to defeat you, and you're ready for anything. You just make yourself, super ready, and you psych yourself up and everything else. And then when things start going well, you psych yourself up some more. This is something that I've always been concerned about. The amount of jubilation over every play that you see on TV is not what we saw when I was growing up.
I know. I agree with you on that. Yeah, they celebrate
They
every
celebrate,
play.
I caught a ball.
I did this. Or I stopped the ball.
Right.
The defense
I stopped the ball.
celebrates like crazy.
I knocked a man down. Wow, am I great?
That happened, and it trickles down.
Yeah.
Pros, college, high school. And it happened this past weekend in Louisiana.
Yeah.
I think it was Louisiana. Melissa Murray's here. She probably knows. Louisiana, right?
Sure.
Oh, there you go. Louisiana State Football Championship. This team against that team.
Yeah.
And that team is up by 4 points. And they made a stop with 40 seconds to go. 20 seconds to go, something like that. Anyway, one of the players on the winning team started celebrating. Took his helmet off, threw it up in the air. We've won. Immediate penalty.
Right.
Penalty play. So now, instead of taking,
There used to be penalties for what did they call it?
it's unsportsmanlike conduct, is what it technically is.
There was something like. I forget. I'll remember the word.
Anyway, the team that was winning then for some reason had to punt, and it got blocked, and the other team that was losing got the ball and ran in for a touchdown, and they're the Louisiana State Championship because one guy decided to celebrate a little too early. Boy, he's going to be
right.
This isn't a team loss.
Well,
this is your loss.
and it's a human thing because now when you're out at T-ball and Little League and Pop Warner and stuff like that, it's okay for youngsters to celebrate every little thing because they're only playing for fun.
Right.
And, you want to encourage them and give them good experiences and make them proud of their good work and stuff like that so you don't miss an opportunity to celebrate. Unfortunately, when you get into college and you get into the pros, I just remember watching baseball very clearly where something would go right for our team. Somebody would make a great play. And it was rare to even see them smile at the other players. Yeah. It was like, Well,
the rule used to be, and when some people over-celebrated, the veterans would come down and say, act like you've been here before.
Right.
Oh.
You're paid to do that.
It's really not like that.
You just earned
anymore,
your pay.
So.
It's not your birthday.
Yeah. All right, the Patriots are on the road next week, this coming Sunday against the Ravens,
Well, Joe,
and then
what do you know?
they're on the road against the Jets, and then they're home against the Dolphins. So that's how that goes. But
So
best
the
thing,
next two are on the road, and
Yes.
then it is home.
home game, yes. So
Miami Dolphins and stuff like
the
that.
best
see
thing
if
that
we can
happened-
see if we can get some snow up for that game.
the best thing that happened in pro football yesterday is the Kansas City Chiefs lost,
Oh,
which
no.
means they are not in the playoffs.
Yeah, but how
Knocked
did they lose?
out.
Look how
did
they
lose?
lost.
I don't care how they lost. They lost.
Mahomes,
Yeah.
ACL, Blue Cross themselves.
no
Fourth
kidding.
quarter is taken out of the game.
Well,
Look how they lost. Look how they
Well,
lost their season.
now they still going to play 3 more games. So
They do, but
So
not
I didn't
with,
know- I didn't know
but
he
not
got
with
hurt.
Mahomes. He is
Oh,
now
okay.
medically ineligible.
wow, too bad for him, huh? All right, we'll move on to the
That's a
Dan.
shoulder injury, ACL.
No, that's your knee.
Close enough.
Right. Anyway, moving on to other
Well,
things.
I'm just saying.
We haven't got a call in for Dan.
We've been taking
Gendron,
Denise to the
so-
doctor, and
Yeah.
then there's all ACLs and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, and
Everybody's
MCLs
talking
and
about,
things.
oh, geez, having a complete shoulder transplant, that's nothing compared to an ACL injury. No, that's really hurtful. That really hurts. I said, tell that to the person just had their arm
you kind of
opened
don't
up.
quantify that kind of injury.
Yeah.
Torn ACL. I didn't see that. Okay. Tears his ACL. Chiefs playoffs hopes end. Yay.
Yep.
Not yay that he's hurt, but yay that the Chiefs are out.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Well, I just felt bad.
We understand.
Not when you don't like
Because
him.
he's just your average neighborhood superstar. He's in insurance commercials and
I
dumb
know.
stuff
Yeah.
like that. He's all over the place. Got his picture on billboards.
But at least now Travis can focus on the wedding. That's all that really matters now.
funny
So, phew,
man.
there we
Funny
go.
man. And what's the date, Joe?
June something, isn't it?
June 10th is what
Is it without that kicking around
TMZ
now?
thinks that they
Well,
figured it out.
you know, they're always right.
I thought it was
so.
the 13th.
No,
Was it?
the 10th is what they found. They started calling around venues down in Westerly, and they say that one of them would neither confirm nor deny the booking for the 10th was for Kelsey Swift wedding.
June 10th is a Wednesday, by the way, which would kind of make sense. You don't want to crowd it on the weekend, so.
Well, you want a
But
week-long
13
ceremony.
is Taylor's favorite number.
And that's that Saturday. So
Yeah.
10 is?
it may be
13.
13.
Oh, 13
so-
is.
All
That's a
right.
Saturday.
Well, then that might be a red herring.
Maybe it is. I think the whole thing in Rhode Island, the whole thing's a red herring. They can get married somewhere else.
I think so too.
Well, that could be. That could be.
I mean, I,
I
said
think we
Vegas,
started
but maybe
our
not
own
Vegas.
rumor. I think Rhode Island started the rumor because they
Maybe.
because we wanted it to be true.
And we'll see if we can get some tourism out of it. People come rushing to try to catch a hold of them, and they're going to
Yeah,
be down
yeah.
in, I don't know, Miami or something
Yeah.
like that.
It
getting
looks
married
like
down
Dan's
there.
a little busy today. We may not be
Yeah,
hearing
so
from him.
he hasn't called in. So we'll just move on.
He didn't confirm what I asked him to be
Yeah.
on, so
All right.
I think he's got something going on. He would like to be on with us, but
Yep.
he's got a day job.
Yeah.
So the biggest news story, obviously, is the Brown University shooting
Yeah,
that took
terrible.
place Saturday night. Did you know that the Buffalo Bills were in town? And opposing teams always stay in Providence.
That's right.
They were like, no one leaves the hotel.
Right.
They're-
Yeah,
They had to
no.
count them all to make sure they were all there.
They're just a couple of blocks away
Yeah. So they were like,
on the other side of the river.
not that they were sheltering in place, but no one leaves the hotel.
Well, a lot of restaurants and shops closed down.
Yeah. The PPAC stayed open.
Yeah.
The whatever show was going on there, and I forget what the show was.
and the amp.
Was something going on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
PPAC, I think, was Boston Pops. The amp
Okay.
was another concert. There were several.
And they said we'll have
Performers.
We'll have more police presence there. I'm like, how? They're calling in everybody.
Yeah, they did.
from
They
all
called
over the
in- yep,
state.
yep,
Even
yep.
EMS from Woonsocket went down. Cumberland went down. Lincoln went down.
Yeah.
We need all EMS
Yeah.
on hand, except for like in North Smithfield, you cover.
Right.
Woonsocket, and,
right.
and I don't know, Central Falls. You cover
You take
Cumberland and
mutual
Lincoln.
aid,
Yes.
and we need these people here.
We're
right.
spreading everybody out, so because we need everybody. So
I know that they were some folks were criticizing PPAC and
what for the show must go on kind of thing.
yes, but think about when that's unfolding, you just let everybody out, and then you have
Mm-hmm.
all these other folks on the street when you're telling people don't be on the street, right? Or I mean,
But they're not
You've
that
still-
close to the east side.
They're not, they're
so
not.
I'm thinking the show
Well,
should go on.
You have
But-
to understand a couple of things, boys and girls. The police, in a situation like this, would like to see fewer people on the streets.
Right.
Public should be home, not on the streets. If PPAC hauled off and said, we're not going to do the show, they could not possibly have told
All those people, yeah.
Everybody.
more than 1,000 people
That
who
were
were
coming.
coming, who bought tickets. They could not
Yes.
possibly have told
Get the
them
word
not
out.
to come, and then they would be milling around
That's right.
in downtown Providence.
That's right.
Where is the greater harm?
Right.
I'm sure they check with
Get them in one place where cops could actually
Yeah.
come in and take a
They're
look
all
at them.
right here.
Exactly.
And I'm sure they check with Providence Police. What should we do? What's your suggestion?
All right.
We'll give you extra cops, and we'll have everybody come.
Instead of those people walking around trying to find something else to do because they've already come all the way to Providence,
Yeah.
right?
And
Yeah.
then,
It
just
and then
seems-
when the show's
yeah.
over, the cops can be set up looking at people trying to get profiles off
Yep.
folks that are leaving.
All right. So they arrested the person of interest. It's been reported
They
was
arrested
from,
one on Saturday.
Yeah, and he's from
And-
Wisconsin.
But
person's
But
been
he's been released.
released.
they could immediately tell. I mean, they arrested him because they're not going to let him go.
Yeah.
Better to say I'm sorry than to let the creep continue on. So they did that on Saturday. Then after midnight, they found the guy in Coventry
Yep.
at the Hampton Inn over there. And they arrested him, brought him in. But the FBI ran him through the ringer, said, "No, can't be him." So they
Or
let
maybe
him
not.
go.
Maybe there's. Well, you can only hold him for so long before you either charge him or release him.
Well, I know, but they didn't hold him that long.
No,
Well,
I
maybe
got the feeling.
Did they tell him don't leave town? Like they did in the Old West.
No.
I got the feeling from
They got
the
his-
press release that, or well, the statement that
Yeah.
the AG made that this person of interest isn't the person, but
Okay.
unfortunately, someone leaked their name to the public,
Oh, okay.
and
then-
that can't
yeah.
be undone.
Right.
So I didn't hear the name, but apparently
I have.
it's- Oh well, apparently. Yeah, you can't put the genie back in the bottle. I
Well,
think is
right.
what he said. So
You're right.
that person is no longer a person of interest as far
Now they
as
had they released the video of
Yeah.
what they think the shooter is, and I've seen it. And have you seen it,
You
Dave?
can't really tell.
Oh, yeah.
All you see is his back.
Yeah.
I'm like,
All black,
wow.
like,
and he's
I
just
know.
wearing all black, and
Yep.
and he goes around a corner.
Yep.
It's like, anybody know who this person is? How can
Can't
you
really
tell?
tell.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Hopefully somebody knows something.
I hope so. All right, more on this is coming up, but we're going to take our first break here on the Coffee and program. Comments and questions can be called in at 766-1240.
OM Radio.
Before you head to Wachusett Mountain, head to Wachusett.com.
Buy your tickets in advance and save.
You can also buy lessons, rentals, and more.
Your day on the slopes is just one click away.
For our live webcams,
Latest conditions and discounted tickets.
go to
If
Wachusett.com.
household finances are tight and you're having trouble paying the heating bills, the Good Neighbor Energy Fund may be able to provide assistance. Please contact a local CAP agency. Call United Way 211 or visit Rhode-IslandGoodNeighbor.org. Ad sponsored by the Rhode Island Broadcasters Association.
Never have I ever called my sister from the finish line of my first marathon.
Hello?
You won't believe where I am.
Are you running?
Mile 26. I'm gonna make it.
Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e with its advanced camera system on us. Plus, 2 lines for just $30 a line.
Guys, I can't believe it.
I knew you could do it, babe.
That was amazing.
Mom, how do you feel?
I feel great. I can't feel my feet. Let's take a picture. And then you may carry me to the car.
Share every stride, every mile, every memory on America's best network. Switch to T-Mobile's 55 Plus plan and get iPhone 16e on us and 2 lines for just $30 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 2 eligible port-ins on Essentials 55 Plus for well-qualified customers with autopay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 128 gigabytes, $599.99 required. Best mobile network in the U.S. based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 1H 2025. Visit
The
T-Mobile.com.
Coffee and panel is enjoying coffee from Down East Coffee Roasters. All their coffee is roasted right here in Rhode Island. Down East Coffee Roasters is available at all Little General stores.
We're local and live at 99.5.
That's us. It's Coffee and thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan here, along with Dave Richards and Melissa Murray. So, with the shooting at Brown University, of course, 2 people have died, 9 people in the hospital. 1 person's been released. At least that's according to media reports.
That's good.
At least
That's
one's
good.
been released.
So that's the one with the shrapnel, Joe.
Right, the shrapnel. Others are a little more got to learn how to walk again kind of thing. They got some real serious injuries going on.
Yeah.
Now, Brown University has not released the names of the victims. However,
thank you.
It's being reported, though.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And I've already know the name of the woman.
I've
it's
seen
a woman
both.
that died because she's from North Carolina, and their church set out to their parishioners. One of the people that died at Brown University is one of us. Is one of our parishioners from down here, and her name is Ella Cook. 22, I think. And what really bothers me is someone has already turned it political. Have you seen that, Melissa?
No.
Already, right off the bat.
Actually, I expected that, but it didn't happen. The Republican Party issued a statement over the weekend.
What did it say?
That had nothing at all to do with politics. It was straight sympathy and support.
No, it wasn't the Republican Party. It was the other
Rhode
side.
Island Republican Party. Anyway.
It was the other side because
you could just picture this is going to be, well, you know.
Well, that's what they're saying. It was a political motive shooting because she was the president of the Young Republicans Club on the campus of Brown University. I said, how can you come out with that statement right now?
Yeah,
you don't know
very,
that at
very
all.
That's very social media.
Yeah.
It was, and of course, that's where I read it.
That's very social media. That's where you don't have to be responsible for what you say or do on social media, do you?
No.
No.
There's no consequences.
And then it spreads and becomes viral.
Of course, and that's where I read it. So
I saw
and
the
then
name.
you repeat
I saw
it
the name
over
of the
a
other.
broadcast
and then I
station.
repeated
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So that's what people are talking about, Dave. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so
I saw the other gentleman young man who passed away, his name too, and I believe that he is Hawaiian, but I'm not sure. I know they had something in Hawaiian down at the bottom.
Okay.
So yeah, and I think his name is Muhammad. So.
Okay. Now, did you see the video? One of the videos that's circulating online of the students that were. First of all, talk about a long shelter in place. That was like 12 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like almost 5 to 5. But anyway.
Well, yeah, but then they started pulling them out of there and putting them into a safer place for shelter.
But when but when they lifted the whole thing, okay, the whole thing's done. It was like 5 a.m. on Sunday.
but that's because then they had what they thought was a credible suspect,
right?
And so they lifted it.
But the video I saw of the kids that were hunkered down, sheltered in place when the cops came in to get them out.
Yeah.
Of course, the cops do what they all do. Everybody hands up. Because we don't have no idea.
Because they have no idea what they're walking into.
So they're all standing up. Well,
I saw
up.
that too. Because somebody was videotaping with their
someone
phone
was videotaping
that
it.
whole thing. They were in there and they videotaped when the cops came in and everyone following everybody around with their hands up. It was it was very traumatic.
Very scary. All right, so
the cops did what they had to do. Like they may have been treated rough.
Rule number
perceived to be retreated roughly, but like
I don't think they were treated roughly.
They don't know.
The cops have to do that,
right? They don't know.
Rule number one: take control of the situation because the rule of law, and they represent the rule of law, must be in control at all times.
So the governor's been in touch with FBI Director Kash Patel. So we're going right to the top.
Got a personal call from Mr. Trump
to discuss the and they're whatever they can do. So the FBI is still around and they're still looking, as far as we know right now.
Yeah,
the gunman is still out there.
At large.
So now have they canceled? Brown University has canceled all remaining classes, exams, papers, and projects for the fall semester. So basically, that's it. We're done.
Yep.
Okay. Provost
had maybe a week left anyway, right?
This is my daughter's finals week now. She's at Bridgewater State,
right.
So I'm assuming it's the same thing at Brown.
Yeah, and can you imagine
other colleges
if that had taken place at your, daughter's college or any other college, they would have done the same thing.
Yes. The provost of Brown University, Francis Doyle, says the decision was made out of a profound concern for students, faculty, and staff on the campus. I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you focus on your exams after if you've seen someone shot and hurt or shot and killed?
Sure.
In a message to the community, Doyle says the university recognizes that learning and assessment are significantly hindered following the tragedy, and many students and others will wish to leave the campus.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, agreed.
The university says students are free to leave if they are able to, and those who remain will have access to on-campus services and support. So, okay. It's still, so I guess basically it's still a crime scene then over at Brown, and they don't want people like you and me, Melissa, just hey, let's go down and take a look. No,
don't do that.
No, please stay away from the
don't be a looky-loo.
The east side of Providence. But if you do have any information, I don't have any. The Providence Police would like you to contact them or contact the FBI in case we're down there. Now the other some of the other things that happened over the weekend. almost at the same time, maybe a little few hours earlier, the mass shooting in Australia.
Yeah.
On the beach at the Hanukkah celebration.
Unbelievable.
And now our media is telling us that it was a father-son thing, bonding experience, I guess, that took place as they kill 20 people?
Yeah, awful.
I was like, what
awful.
in the world? And
some of them were very young kids too.
Well, yeah, because it's
it was a family,
as you know, when Dave knows by his weather lore, it's the summer now.
Yeah.
down in Australia.
Sure
It is.
Yeah.
It's time to go to the beach.
Yeah.
And so they're just down there, celebrating because it was the first day of Hanukkah.
Yep, first night.
And and they're treating that as a terrorist attack, and are they saying it's jihadist, Islamic jihadists that took care of this thing? So it's like, wow,
Awful.
Jesus,
Just
what
awful.
in the world is going on? So
It was not a very good weekend.
so
was
we'll
that?
just so I have to keep track of what's going on with the Brown University situation as that goes on. So, and what I thought was going to be the big story of the weekend turns out, it keeps dropping down, and maybe she's happy about it. But the school superintendent at Smithfield resigned.
Yeah. Friday.
Right. I thought, this will be the big story.
I've had enough of this.
I'm like, yeah. Now she doesn't give a reason other than I'm just done.
Because she's had enough of it.
I've had enough.
She's not going to continue the conversation.
I didn't realize she was placed on paid administrative leave.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
I wasn't under that impression, but okay. So she's like, all right, the ongoing investigation. It's not clear whether her resignation is tied to the ongoing investigation. She'd probably just say, I'm going to go get a job someplace else.
Yeah, this
is not
right.
for me.
Well, she got caught up in small town politics.
Well, she did, and unfortunately,
and you can't please both sides.
And when you make a decision, Dave, you really should stick to it. And the whole thing when she came out and said, okay, the boys are off the football team for the rest of the year.
Yep.
And then they were let back on after 2 days. Okay.
Yeah, right.
That's a real
small town politics.
Well, right. She got caught up in it, and it's too bad. And you live and learn. But now you got to move on. So
now she'll go to a big city or something.
Well, maybe she'll just go to another small town.
Let's not get a job in a small town. It's not going to small. Yeah, okay. The same thing could happen in Barville or Gloucester or any place like it. Could happen where the wrong kids are in trouble, and now you're under a lot of pressure, and you say to yourself, okay, is it worth going to the mat on this? Well, maybe it isn't worth going to the mat on it because there might be some doubt as to whether or not it was right. Like they're lawyering up, so there's going to be a restraining order to keep her. So it's like this. Do I lift that order and let them go back on the football team and play, or do I go to court and pay a lawyer to defend us, and then the court tells me to do that?
Well,
because more harm will be done if they miss the games from a false accusation while we're investigating. But by the time this goes through the court, they'll have missed the games. You can never go back and stuff like. So you have a doubt in your mind, and you say, well, maybe we should just let this go, and then we'll mete out the punishments later.
Well, then it'll be too late, and then the season will be over.
And
because hindsight's always 20/20.
There you go.
Yeah.
But punishment goes on and on.
Well, maybe. Not now looking back after a couple of months, if they just said, okay, you're going to miss the next game. And that's it. And yeah, I think the next game was senior night, but oh well, that's part of the punishment. You're missing the next game, but then you can keep playing after that.
Yeah.
And, once again, it's 2020,
Yeah.
and maybe that would have been the better decision, but you can't go back in time.
I see the real victim here being the superintendent, perhaps.
Well,
I really don't know all the facts, but I mean, based on what I think I know, I think the superintendent's the one that got the short end of the stick here.
Well, they did, especially when they're not involved in the whole.
And somebody's going to say, "Oh, what about
Right.
the victim of the hazing?" Okay, fine. Bad things happen to nice people. We all live through them.
But
well, hopefully, anyway.
And I still find it odd. You hear nothing from the athletic director. You hear nothing from the football coach.
They're smart.
Yeah.
Well,
don't get into it. Don't
surprised.
utter a word.
ongoing.
Well, how come
The jackals in the press will have them for lunch.
Well, how come the jackals haven't even gone and asked them anything? Even just to
How do
ask
you
them
know?
a question. Well, how about come back and say, we asked football coach, I don't know his name, blah blah, and he said no comment. Okay, fine. We went and asked the athletic director, and he or she said no comment at this time because it's under investigation. You never even got that.
Well, maybe they did.
How do you know that they? Yeah, right.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
I've been doing this news thing for most of my professional life, and I can tell you that a lot of stuff that gets done in making up a story never makes the story.
But it would be better in my mind if I knew that they were at least asked.
Well, okay, fine. So I guess...
And I am still surprised that the Interscholastic League didn't put out a statement that just says, we're against nothing about the school. We're against all hazing altogether. Shouldn't happen in any of the school departments, but that's an isolated case in Smithfield, and they're handling it.
Mm-hmm.
And just say we're against it.
Nope.
I think they should have.
Nope.
They should have said something, but that's just me. So, all right.
You're right, Joe.
That is just me.
Yeah.
And the
best thing to do, I mean,
is
the less you say, the better you sound.
I just wonder if were they even asked anything? And
Melissa's shaking her head up and down. She knows sometimes because of her part-time job, and she's in the public eye. Sometimes the less you say, the better you sound. Because does anybody think that our congressional delegation sounds particularly cool and impressive with the statements that they... I mean, of course, late in the day, they were a little reluctant to do anything until they found out more facts. But all the Me Too, Me Too, Me Too's came out. Everybody's making a statement on it. Everybody's got something to say.
Well, look at that. With the shooting at Brown University, Gabe Amo had to come out and say something.
Well,
didn't have to, but he did.
Right.
But you should. When
it's a Me Too.
You should. Did you see anything from Jack Reed or Sheldon Whitehouse?
I saw nothing from Jack Reed. Sheldon Whitehouse, yes.
Okay.
Jack Reed, yes.
Okay.
You saw Jack?
Yep.
I saw Sheldon.
Yep.
I didn't see
Okay,
Jack.
well then they both said something. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a break.
And Magaziner said nothing.
We don't know that. Maybe he did.
Yeah, maybe he did. Right.
It just didn't pop up on our feeds or whatever.
He didn't send me a Me Too.
Yeah.
All right, more Coffee In is coming your way. Taking a look at the very cold forecast right now, being brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance.
The National Weather Service has issued a special weather statement for early today, cautioning drivers about black ice conditions throughout the Blackstone Valley. A windy and bitterly cold day today with increasing clouds and a high near 26, wind chill values as low as -5, northwest winds over 30 miles per hour. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, overnight low of 17, winds diminish. Tuesday's weather, sunshine and 33. Wednesday, mostly sunny and a high of 45 with a breeze from the southwest. Thursday, mostly sunny skies and a high of 52. Thursday night, showers are 90% likely, overnight low of 44 and a breeze from the south. Friday, another 90% chance of showers, mainly before noontime, high of 51 and that south wind gusting over 40 miles per hour. Saturday, mostly sunny skies and 38. Sunday, a slight chance of a shower, partly sunny skies all day with a high of 47 degrees.
Currently outside the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio, right here on the corner of Park Ave and Kennedy Street. Sunny skies, but it is cold. 16 degrees is our current temperature. Questions about youth and high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit organization, develops better athletes and better people through youth and high school sports. Info at positivecoach.org.
Make Christmas extra special this year by ordering an incredible dessert from Wright's Dairy Farm. Christmas orders are being accepted at wrightsri.com right now through December 17th. Wright's has 3 different pre-made cookie trays for any size gathering. Each has over 10 varieties of cookies, plus top cakes including strawberry shortcake, limoncello, bûche de Noël, and Wright's exclusive Dubai chocolate cake, and perfect for Christmas, limited edition glass eggnog bottles available while supplies last. Visit wrightsri.com or stop in today at Wright's Dairy Farm, 200 Woonsocket Hill Road, North Smithfield, for the perfect Christmas dessert.
Are you looking for solutions to meet your business banking needs? At Milford Federal, the longest-standing community bank in the area, they offer customized solutions for commercial lending, cash management, online banking, and payment processing services. Their business banking team is committed to the growth and success of your business with local decision-making and a relationship-based approach. Let Milford Federal be your banking partner. Visit them at milfordfederal.com today. Milford Federal Bank, our community, your bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and MLS number 465956.
WOON Radio. Feel the spirit.
Coffee In here on WOON AM and FM. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan along with Melissa Murray and Dave Richards. And, the whole thing with the Brown University shooting and then the shooting in Australia. Didn't think things were going to get any worse. And then the news comes out last night that Rob Reiner and his wife were murdered in L.A. I'm like, what? His wife, Michelle. I'm like, wow. And then it was coming out. It looks like or sounds like that they were stabbed. They're victims of a stabbing. Now,
well, that was the original report.
Yep.
Yeah. That actually came from an official source.
Yep. The L.A. Times is reporting detectives from the LAPD's Robbery and Homicide Division were questioning a family member, but they're not saying anything really. They're saying no one is being questioned.
The press is saying that it's their son.
Yeah. Now the New York Post comes out, says it's their middle son, 32-year-old Nick, is being eyed as a possible suspect.
Yeah.
He's been open in the past about his prior struggles with drug addiction and his tumultuous relationship with his dad. I didn't know he had one because I don't follow this.
Everybody has a dad, Joe. Everybody has a dad.
Yeah, but does everyone have a tumultuous relationship with their dad? Okay.
No.
Authorities are expected to release more information on this case later today, but I'm like, wow, just... When I first saw it, Rob Reiner's died. I said, gee, that's too bad. He probably I didn't think he was sick, or did he have a heart attack or something like that? And then this is getting worse and worse. And I was like, oh no,
worse and worse.
I'm not a big fan of his politics. I like his work. Everyone remembers him from All in the Family.
I know.
And he was a great film director. This is Spinal Tap is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
And isn't a sequel coming out or a remake of it?
Yeah,
right, that they just finished.
The Princess Bride, he did that. Is a great movie. Stand By Me, he did that, which is also a great movie. So terrific film director.
I liked his dad's work too.
His dad was very funny.
Right.
So and he was, and we just had on our report that Billy Crystal, they were very good friends. Billy Crystal and Rob Reiner was at the house, at their house I don't know what he was doing there, but he showed up at the house as well. But I'm like, wow. So that leaves.
So there would be other family members that Billy Crystal could offer support.
I guess. And they said Larry David was there as well, and another producer. So that. When you look at the cast of All in the Family, that leaves one.
Sally Struthers.
Sally Struthers and she's 70-something. So,
well, Joe, I mean, they were in their 20s and 30s in the 70s. What would you expect?
That's right. Well, they keep growing, right? So more on that coming out from L.A. when they provide more information from that. So
absolutely tragic.
Oh, it's just sometimes on Mondays you're like, gee, what are we going to talk about on Coffee In? Did anything happen over the weekend?
It was a bad weekend.
It's just flooded with information. So I had to get Melissa's take on this. Now I got to find the story. Can I find the story? Because Dave had it this morning.
It's right over there, Joe, in that pile in front of you.
There was a good thing that happened over the weekend.
Of course there was.
Right,
you were there too, weren't you?
I was there.
I was dying to be there, but it was not possible.
The New Beginnings ugly sweater meat raffle. I didn't win.
I wanted dynamite so bad yesterday. I looked at Denise and says, come on, maybe we could. No, it couldn't happen.
It was good. It was a fun time. Very nice event. Some really awesome sweaters.
Did you have dynamites?
I missed out on the dynamites.
Oh,
awesomely bad sweaters.
Awesomely bad sweaters, but also like some really awesome sweaters. I did not. I don't own a holiday sweater.
Okay.
So I didn't wear one. I just dressed up in green and tried to be festive. So, but I did win.
Definition of a holiday sweater: Santa Claus working out in the gym.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. So, yeah, literally. Dave's very literal. I won one of the liquor raffles, so I chose. I chose a bottle of wine.
All right, nice.
Yeah. So, but no, it was a lot of fun and raised some money
Raising
for New
good money
Beginnings.
For New Beginnings, great.
Yep. So they're very close to being done. Hopefully, and I know their deadline is, or their hopeful deadline is January 5th, but we'll see if everything falls into place.
Well, Gene Michon's going to be here on the Milk Fund auction this week.
Yep.
That's nice.
I believe
this is a red letter week for the Milk Fund auction.
It's going to be big. So we'll talk to her about that.
Yeah, definitely.
We got Honest Fest Steering Committee tonight. Garrett and his friends are coming in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wednesday, do you happen to recall? Is that the
Could
night
be
the
a
G's come in?
I think that's a Navigant
Oh,
day.
that's right. That's a
Yeah.
Navigant day, and we're hoping that Kathy comes.
Yep, and then there's Jean and Judy. Judy Boschman from Missy's will be here on the Thursday.
On the Thursday,
I haven't
okay.
memorized for Friday yet.
Well, that's all right. Yeah.
All right.
There's so many of them.
So, Melissa, the General Assembly, you're kicking around this legislation. You want to allow 16 and 17-year-olds to vote in school board elections.
They're suppressing this legislation. It never made it out of committee last year in either house.
It's been around for a
Has
few
it?
years.
All right.
For a few years, it's been presented.
I'm against it. Just leave it at 18. Supporters believe it would empower high school juniors and seniors to have a voice in policies that impact their education.
Them, right.
No, it won't. You know why?
Why?
Because when you're 17 and you vote in like the new school committee, then you're leaving. So it doesn't impact you at all.
But it makes
While you're
you
in that
feel
school.
included, like a part of,
No,
you really have a voice in what's happening. And I know that the whole hope is that we can capture new voters who will then continue to vote, because not very many young people vote anymore.
Okay, that's a good argument. But
Right.
then they might say, well, why can't I vote on other things? Why
Great
am
question.
I only limited to this?
Great question.
So either lower the whole thing to 16 or just keep it at 18.
All right. Well,
Dave?
I like the idea because I've been a voter and I taught my daughter to be a voter.
Mm-hmm.
Little did I realize that when she was 42, she would fly back from Florida to vote and fly back to Florida the same day because something messed up in her voter
Way to
rolls.
vote.
She got to Florida without enough time
Too late.
for the
Yeah.
residency
Yeah.
to register
Okay.
to vote there. And so she couldn't vote in Florida.
You could vote in Rhode Island.
Where she lived. She now lived.
Yeah.
And so she was still registered in Rhode Island. So she flew back to Rhode Island, voted in the election, and 2 hours later she's on a plane going back
And
to
it
Florida.
sounds nefarious, but if you're not
I
there
thought
long
that
enough
was-
to be able to
That's crazy,
qualify, you have to be able to
Yeah.
vote somewhere, right? So if you move to a state and you don't have residency long enough to qualify to vote there, then you should be able to vote where you used to live.
But Florida told her they couldn't swing it.
And she didn't.
So she tried for a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And
then
now
she
it's-
bought airplane tickets and came up.
And now it's too late to get an absentee or mail-in
Yes,
ballot.
of course, it was
Yeah.
past that time.
Yeah,
when
right,
when she realized she couldn't vote in Florida, it was too late. So it was just the way everything worked out. Now, on the one hand, I call it crazy, and I looked at her and I said something. I said, I got mixed emotions. First of all, I'm fiercely proud of you, and you sticking to your convictions and using your fortune to do the right thing where a lot of people wouldn't.
Oh, they would just
at the
forget
same
it. Oh,
time.
yeah.
You
no,
gotta
too
you
inconvenient.
gotta admit it's a bit over the top.
I'm thinking $400 to go vote. Voting's supposed to be free.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it
was
cost
it a
you
presidential
$400.
election year? Like, was it a big?
It was last November. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's a big deal.
Okay.
It was a big deal.
But it was a big election. It
Yeah,
was not just
right.
president, but there
Right,
were others.
everybody.
All right. So, but she has voted since 18. I had voted since I was 18 because they just made
Me
it
too.
that you could vote at 18 when I was 18.
Yeah.
They had dropped the drinking age and the voting age because we're all still fighting in Vietnam when I turned
Yeah,
18.
yeah.
And that was their excuse to get it changed. Old enough to die, not old enough to vote. That kind of
Right.
stung a little bit, and they managed to get it changed. But I'm not in favor of it because of my suspicious nature and my confidence in the legal system and the legislative system, that if they can vote, then perhaps they have good enough cognitive powers, good enough wisdom, good enough responsibility. If they can vote, then the penalties for certain crimes should be treated as an adult.
Sometimes they are.
So I'm saying, well, but on a case-by-case basis. Some bright person's going to come up and say, well, then, such and such, you shouldn't be able to expunge your criminal record because you can vote. So if the government has given you that kind of responsibility and put that kind of confidence in you, in your decision-making process, then obviously now you're an adult now. So
I wouldn't
that's
have
just not
connected
going to
those
happen.
two things, but that is a good point.
Well, I'm just saying that I have a certain amount of suspicion and confidence and cynicism that I can picture that happening afterwards. Like no good deed goes unpunished.
You have a healthy mistrust of the government, which I think is okay.
Right. Now, what do you have to prove to me that you're honest?
I think it's okay. Yeah.
These bills didn't make it out of committee last year. Is it going to make it out this year?
I don't know.
Don't know. Too early to tell.
Yeah.
Well, how are you going to ask one person out of many? Is it going to make it out of committee?
Yeah.
And it's not going to be in my committee, so I don't know.
Well,
and even if it was, I still can't tell you.
It's so funny that the people started complaining to the Department of Transportation on a different subject. To the Department of Transportation, gee, it's awful dark on 295 and Route 37 and Route 10.
Yeah.
Can you turn why aren't the streetlights on? And they go out there,
change the bulbs,
and the bulbs are fine. It's the electrical wiring's been stolen. 11 miles of copper wiring has been stolen.
Yeah,
11 miles,
almost $500 million
worth
$500,000. $500,000 of 470,000, I think it was, at today's copper
$470,000. Yeah,
to replace that, and the state's going to come up with that dough and then pay to have it reinstalled again.
The DOT says the thieves got to the wiring through manholes and presumably are selling it for scrap value.
Yeah, of course they are.
I think it's organized.
It's obviously
this
very
is not
organized.
a crime of opportunity.
This is well thought out and how to do it.
Yeah, this is a thing. Yeah.
Because we're not just going to keep 11 miles all in one place. We're going to get some, sell it,
do you have
go out and
any
get more,
idea how
sell
many
it,
trucks it would take?
Sell it.
Very organized effort.
Wow.
How did that happen?
So we got to replace wiring
The heist.
on 195, 295, Route 37, Route 10, and Route 6.
Yep. So I was like, well, this worked. We're going to go here and do it again.
And it's probably easy. And to get the stuff, I'm like, wow, that's just. So have you seen? I saw it over the weekend for the first time. I don't know if they're all going to do this, but I stopped into my daughter's Dunkin' Donuts, and there's a sign up. Mm-hmm. And things, which is odd, is going to work in your favor. And so the sign is up, and it's about the shortage of pennies and about pennies going away.
Yep.
And the sign is up, said, okay, if you're paying in cash, and the cash comes to, we owe you $4.02, they're upping it to $5. So they'll give you $4.05. Same thing,
that's nice.
$4.08, we're bumping it up to a dime. If it's 0 or 5, then it just stays the same.
Okay. What if you owe $4.02? Are they going to not let you pay the 2, or do you have to pay 5?
Doesn't say that. All it says was change. So
right, if I owe
if you 402, if you owe 402, give it, and you give like 405, they're just going to give you the dime. They're going to give you the nickel back.
Okay.
Yeah. So
don't worry about it.
And this is just for cash customers.
They'll start making
which
they'll start making pennies again in the next presidential administration.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Don't worry about that.
I don't know about that.
I guarantee it.
I don't know.
I hope you've been hoarding those pennies. I have not.
And this is the reason. Because, people who can do their... you can set prices so there's no pennies involved. Mm-hmm. Mercantiles can do that.
They can.
Your goods and services. It's the taxes that make it the odd number of pennies.
That's right.
McDonald's
it's the government's responsibility to give you a way to pay that.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes. All right, we're going to get to Leslie Page, and we will when we come back from this break here on the Coffee and Program.
First news, best music. This is ON Radio.
You can drive home in a brand new Buick or GMC by coming to Tasca Buick GMC in Woonsocket. Right now, the 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Elevation Crew Cab with a TurboMax engine has 0% APR for well-qualified buyers. All 2025 Buick models, Envision, Encore GX, Envista, and Enclave have 0.9% APR for well-qualified buyers, plus no monthly payments until next year. Stop in for a test drive today to Tasca Buick GMC, 55 Fortin Drive, Woonsocket. Visit TascaBuickGMC.com. You will be satisfied.
Staples presents an easy holiday.
My holiday list was a mile long.
Fa la 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 boo hoo hoo.
Staples made it easy with big savings on tech gifts.
I'm listening.
And I saved big on custom holiday cards, too. Plus, Staples has UPS shipping in store.
Holy flying reindeer. Shop Staples today for 50% off custom cards, invites, wrapping paper, labels, stamps, and photo gifts.
That was easy.
In-store and online expires 12/20. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
FIFA World Cup 2026 is coming soon, but your opportunity to be there starts now through an exclusive offer with an eligible Bank of America Visa credit card. For a limited time, become a new customized cash rewards or unlimited cash rewards Visa credit card holder, and you will be eligible for a chance to purchase FIFA World Cup 2026 tickets. Learn more at BofA.com/cardFWC26. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, proud to be the official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America N.A. in partnership with Visa. Terms apply.
WOON Woonsocket Radio.
All right, Coffee Ann here on WOON AM and FM. Thanks for joining us. Joe Callahan
on the phone this morning
here with Dave
is
Richards
a
and
very
Mosari.
considerate person.
That's right.
We love this lady for lots of reasons, but among them is the fact that she's got a cold today and she's going to phone in so she doesn't spread it. Hi, Leslie Page.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being so considerate of us.
Oh, you're welcome.
So, are you going to go into the library today, though?
No.
No. Smart thinking. Smart thinking. All right, just give us a rundown of what's going on at the Woonsocket Harris Public Library.
If she starts coughing, Joe, if she starts coughing, she got a cold.
Not
If she
good.
starts coughing, then the other librarians would turn around and go, shh.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Go ahead, Leslie.
Okay. Our hours are Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We offer self-service photocopying and faxing, and our reference department provides notary services free of charge. This week, the Children's Department is offering Sensory Exploration Fun today at 10 a.m. and holiday cookie decorating on Wednesday, December 17th at 4 p.m. For more information about all children's programs, please call 767-4122. This week, the Teen Department is offering a tabletop role-playing game on Tuesday, December 16th at 3 p.m., and storytelling through theater on Thursday, December 18th, also at 3 p.m. For more information on all teen programs, please call 767-4132. A drop-in holiday crafts for adults will be held on Monday, December 22nd at 2 p.m., and the next tabletop role-playing game for adults will be held on Saturday, December 27th from 1 to 3 p.m. Please call 767-4132 for more information. All of the latest information about programs, services we offer, and how to reach us can be found at our website, woonsocketlibrary.org, or on our Facebook page. If you have any questions or would like more information about anything I've mentioned today, please call us at 769-9044. And we look forward to seeing you at the library.
Okay, Leslie, thank you very much. Go have some chicken soup or something.
Thank you, I will.
Or a hot toddy. Those are more fun.
Oh, yes. Yes, they are.
With lots of honey.
Yes, that sounds
right.
good. Sounds good.
Take care of
Hope
yourself,
you're better
Leslie.
soon. We'll see you next week.
I will.
Okay.
See you next week, hopefully.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Leslie Page from the Woonsocket Harris Public Library. One of the other things, back to the Brown University shooting, one of the survivors that took place, this is her second time
Yeah.
going through a lockdown because of a shooter.
Mhm.
She was in Florida at the Parkland High School.
Yeah.
Right.
All those years ago.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. She must be like,
Only
be shaking.
20 years old and went
Yeah.
through 2 mass shootings.
And now is going through 2 lockdowns because someone's been shooting at the school.
Yeah.
Another crazy story. You know, this couple and their baby, they're shopping at, they're from California. They're shopping at Macy's in Manhattan, the big Macy's store.
Mhm.
The woman goes into the bathroom,
The one
going to change, goes to change the baby in the woman's bathroom on the 7th floor, and a woman from Tewksbury, Massachusetts, stabs her in the back.
What?
Yep.
An unprovoked attack for no reason.
With a knife yet.
With a knife, yeah.
And she's trying to protect her baby.
Well, yeah, and the
that's
baby,
how she gets stabbed in the back.
and the baby was not hurt in this incident, which is great. Now, the 38-year-old victim and her husband, they're both police officers.
Oh my!
They work for well, maybe not. It says they work for a local sheriff's department
Okay.
in California.
Out west, and not you can work for the local departments and not necessarily be an officer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the victim was able to hold the suspect until the police arrived. Like I don't know, wrapped her up in a chokehold or
She was in the
arms or
ladies'
legs
room
or
changing
something.
the baby.
Yeah.
Right. That's your baby, and then that superhuman strength comes out because you're like,
stabbed.
yeah,
Just-
right. You're protecting your child.
Just
And she
and now she's in
clearly
stable,
had training.
and she's in stable condition now. The
Good,
victim
good,
in
good.
in a hospital there in New York City. But just, jeez, you know,
Right, crazy.
Just It's too many crazy stories like this happening over this weekend. So the good news is no one won Powerball. If you like to play this,
well over $1 billion.
You can keep playing. So nobody won the $1 billion Powerball. So there you go.
$1 billion.
Yeah, that's right.
I have some kind of good news. I mean,
Do
it's
you?
sad.
Well, that's
it's
good.
sad. It's sad for me. But the two kittens that I was fostering for like the last 6 to 8 weeks, I think. They're going to their new home, which is not my home. So I'm once again not a foster failure, even though every time someone says, "Oh, you're going to keep those kittens," and you know what? This time I came very, very close, very, very close. I cried, and when I dropped these kittens off, the folks at the rescue couldn't believe that I was they're like, we can't believe we've never seen you cry. I've dropped off and fostered many kittens. These two, I don't know, something about these two, but they're both going to get home together. They're going to stay together. They get dropped off, get spayed and neutered.
Be like Wally and Bieber.
And then they're going to go to their new home on Wednesday, just in time for Christmas. So
that's nice.
Spay and neuter your animals.
Yeah, that's important.
Please.
Well,
but,
it
happy
is
ending,
important.
But,
Where I come from, people would say that'd be cruel, but no, not in this day and age.
There's too many. It's never ending.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take a little break, which is what I said last.
You always say that.
I know I did.
You get a phone call this afternoon.
No.
We have a problem.
We have a little baby kitten. No, I can't.
All
Someone
right.
else is going to have to
wait till next
pick
year.
up the slack. Yes, I'm going to wait till next year.
Now, on Saturday...
3 weeks from now.
On Saturday, the Lions Club had their toll road out on Diamond Hill Road underneath the radio tower.
Yep.
We wanted to thank them for that. And
that must have been rough out there during the snow.
Saturday.
No. The Sunday was the snow. Okay, so Saturday was okay.
Cold.
Really cold. Yeah.
Really cold.
Okay.
And I don't know if people realize it, but the temperatures have been anywhere from 17 to 30 degrees below normal.
Yeah, it's
for the last week or so.
Awful.
And that's all changing this week. Later, by the end of this week, you'll be seeing temperatures that are quite normal for this time of year.
Wonderful.
30s and 40s.
Good.
Melt some of the snow that's out
we will
there?
even see 50, about 51 on one of the days, which is not bad at all.
Well, hopefully it'll be 51 the day
and
of
what
my
snow
plunge.
is out there will obviously vacate because we have another fine rainstorm coming in. Is it Wednesday night into Thursday, I'm thinking? I don't have it in front of me. Somewhere around that vicinity.
Wednesday night, partly cloudy. Thursday, mostly sunny. Thursday night, showers.
Okay, so it's Thursday
showers
into Friday.
On Friday, yeah.
So it's all night Thursday night and into the first part of Friday. By noontime Friday, it's over.
But a high on Friday, 51.
Yeah.
So, yay, rain.
The overnight low Thursday night, 44, which means it's going to stay all rain.
Let's give a thumbs up to Heat Miser, right?
Yeah. And hopefully it'll be nice and warm on the 1st.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. High tide, nice and warm.
No, that's right. All right.
Ready for my plunge?
Right.
For those of you that follow this kind of thing.
What's the fun in it then?
For those of you that follow this, John Cena had his final professional wrestling match. And as always, when they announce it's their final one, well, you know you're going to lose.
So you can come back for revenge.
Right.
So he lost.
So you can pass on whatever titles you have. You can't leave with them, right?
That's right.
You got to pass them on.
So he's 48. I didn't realize he was 48 years old.
Yeah.
But it's funny. He said last year, when he announced his retirement last year, he said, quote, "My body hurts. It's screaming to stop doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, I imagine.
Stop being thrown around and landing on your back constantly."
Right.
Well, when you're 48, so yeah. He did sign. He's going to keep doing movies. He's got three movies in the pipeline right now, and he did sign a 5-year deal with WWE to be an ambassador, so he can show up and shake hands and take pictures and smile and things like that. And that way you don't get hurt.
Wildly loved, and
he is wildly loved. I never thought anybody would pass Hulk Hogan on the the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's some of the kids, their Make-A-Wish is I won't want to meet Hulk Hogan.
Sure.
And they would set it up like that. John Cena had surpassed that how many kids asking to meet a pro wrestler, and John Cena's at the top. The kids want to meet him, and Hogan he's passed away now, but eventually the kids aren't going to know who he is.
Right.
They're going to if they're watching TV. Well, John Cena's my hero. He's the guy I want to meet. And that's the guy I see every week. And he would always do it. So
Of course,
he was one of the
course.
he was
If
one of the good
someone's
guys to do that kind of
dying
thing.
wish is just to meet you. Like, how could you possibly say?
No, some people can say no.
I guess if you're not a very
Yeah.
nice person, you could.
Well, that's true. Well, so
Or if you want to avoid crying.
Yeah, that too. But
Really, because I mean, think of what it does to
a
the
child's
star.
wish. You can
Think of
suck
what it
it
does
up.
to the star.
Yeah,
I know,
But,
but you know what?
WWE and Make a Wish has always had a very good working relationship.
That's true.
And they will always try to do what they
Yeah.
can to get whoever the child wants to
Mhm.
wherever to get their favorite wrestler to them. So,
Mhm.
all right. So, well, best of luck to John Cena in his movie career. Another action
already
hero,
has. Yeah.
just like The Rock.
Yeah.
All right. Down in Tennessee, they didn't. Oops. A convicted rapist was mistakenly released from the Shelby County Jail in Memphis, but he is back behind bars.
Good.
Cameron Brooks, who pleaded guilty to a 2022 aggravated rape charge on Tuesday, turned himself in. So the Shelby County officials say they're working to identify and improve the process,
I would say the
which by
process
which
needs
legal
to
holds are entered into the system.
Yeah,
The sheriff's office says another rape charge that Brooks pleaded guilty to is still pending. However, the additional charge did not have a legal hold, and Brooks was accidentally released.
But turn themselves back in.
But he turned himself back in.
Okay.
I think you really want to keep me.
Yeah,
I think this
yeah.
is a mistake.
I don't want to be in more trouble later.
That's
right.
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 So I don't know. So they took care of that down there in Tennessee. But you hear about that every once in a while. Someone gets accidentally released. Just
Mistakes
the
happen.
computer says you're to go.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had life in prison. But all right.
Yeah,
All right. All right. Virginia State Police say more than $1 million worth of narcotics have been seized during an investigation this past week. Police say from December 3rd to December 9th, they seized more than 85 pounds of narcotics, valued at over $1.5 million. They seized 13 guns worth $6,500, and the drugs seized include crack cocaine, marijuana, meth, and fentanyl.
All the top ones.
All your big drugs.
Yeah.
Police also say they received 22 new human trafficking tips.
Yikes.
So that's So that's still
Well, that's
still
interesting.
going on.
That's if you can get a tip on that and track it down, that's very good.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what about that new cannabis study they have out, where they have
Oh,
reached
my
the
goodness.
conclusion
Yeah.
that we're not sure that medical marijuana really helps.
Oh, really?
But there could be some serious side effects.
Uh-huh.
Oh, here it is.
Long term.
Yes.
Why don't you read it to everybody?
A new report claims that there's not much evidence to support the benefits of medical cannabis and that there could be hidden risks. The study published this month in the journal JAMA found that some FDA-approved
That's
drugs...
the Journal of the American Medical Association.
Oh, thanks,
Yes,
Dave.
yes.
FDA-approved drugs containing marijuana's active ingredient, THC, do provide benefits from things like chemotherapy-induced nausea and boosting weight in HIV patients. Use of cannabis for pain management, however, didn't have any solid clinical evidence of effectiveness. The researchers say there are real dangers, setting evidence that adolescents using high-potency cannabis have a higher chance of developing psychotic symptoms. Not that this is a medical marijuana, but did you see what Massachusetts did last week? We're gonna have marijuana cafes in Massachusetts. Now you have to consume the stuff
There.
on their property. But
It's like you're in Amsterdam.
it's just like you're in Amsterdam. That's
And
right.
that's kind of wild.
I don't know. Are these? Can we have? I'll have a burger and a beer and some cannabis. And as long as you all consume it right here, everything's fine.
Yeah,
and then you get sent out into the public to go.
Think that's a good idea at all. It's
But the
one thing
Cannabis
to,
Commission voted 4-0
Yeah.
for this to be okay in Massachusetts.
Well,
I'm
wait
sure.
a minute
I'm sure.
now.
Yes,
the
they did.
Cannabis Commission is another growing fiefdom, and if they're not going,
Yeah.
they're not going to miss a chance to grow their influence.
I guess not. So
Yeah. Well, then now they're saying that. Did you hear about the scromiting?
no.
Okay, so
yeah.
I have
Yeah, I did.
yeah regular users of cannabis are developing scromiting, which is short for screaming vomiting.
Oh, I
And
have
it's
heard
just
of
like,
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like
You're in such pain.
You're in such pain.
Yeah.
That this is happening, and so yeah.
We do got to run. Kim Garneau's waiting, but
all things with moderation, folks.
But they did another test, and
gosh.
they did another study, and go figure. Recent study says using tanning beds can increase your risk of developing skin cancer.
Oh, we didn't know that in the 70s.
We had to do another study, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
come on.
Yeah.
All right, let's get some sanity in here. Let's get Kim in.
Yeah, we got to run.
She's going to give us a little shot of positivity over
That's
here.
right.
We need it.
Blessings and good health is coming up. Dave, thanks for being here.
Great being here with good friends. Sorry we missed Dan, but we'll hear him tonight at 7 o'clock with the rest of the members of our city council.
All right, thanks for coming in, Melissa.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks to Leslie Page, who called in earlier
thank you,
today.
Leslie, for not infecting us.
Stay tuned. Kim Garneau's coming up next.
Broadcasting live and local daily from the Navigant Credit Union broadcast studio at the corner of Park Avenue and Kennedy Street. This is WOON